Mr. Trump-tastic, shuffle then you slide your feet. I'm not playing games, disappear like it's hide and seek. Mr. Trump-tastic, shuffle then you slide your feet. David Blaine, Copperfield, I'm popping out your top hat. Bees on your head, I'm saying I'm surfing on a Star Trek. Magic carpet ride, now I feel like Aladdin. I hit my parlay, now I'm headed down to Sack Smith, but still Dossier. Peter Struck, now it's Jack Smith, but still Dossier. Had him doing backflips, I threw the bait out, and I think I caught a catfish. Yes, I'm outstanding, yes, I'm outstanding. The Mexicans voted for me, and I don't speak Spanish. Election fraud had the whole DC in panic. Mr. Trump-tastic, Mr. Trump-tastic. Martial law coming and you don't even understand it. I caught the deep state, and what's one just landed? Election court cases, I had to plead the fifth. Yeah, Congress going to hell, nigga, so is Adam Schiff. Yeah, Wayne Gretzky flow, and I think I pulled a hat trick. How I flipped the game, had me doing backflips. Yo, stop the fracking, yo, stop the fracking. Gas prices had all the Trump heads snapping. Arrested executions, man, they already happy. Teriyaki flow, and I like my chicken black. And performing at the White House, I'm dancing at the tavern. Billie Jean jacket had me feeling like the Jacksons. Throw them in the trash, wipe them down with a throwaway. Chopper shoot from long range, I call that bitch go.
Bro,
Yes, 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 yes. We live on Mr. Trump-tastic Radio. Y'all see the title, family? Y'all see the title? Hold on. Let me do a sound check right quick. Then we about to go in. This is crazy, man. These humans, man. These humans ain't built how they used to. Things are being ran off autopilot right now. This is straight AI. And AI knows how to be racist. AI has been caught lying as well. We do a sound check right quick. Sound check. Let me share. I'm still sharing this to my on my platforms. I'm still sharing it to all my platforms. Let me share. I'm still on my platforms. I'm still sharing it to all my platforms. Okay, I think we sound good. Okay, yeah, we sound good. We sound good. Yeah, but like I was saying, make sure you rewind the tape and go back to the introduction. We just started to, I got to do a sound check before we take flight. So, y'all see it. Mind hack, AI, media propaganda, and the battle for the human brain. The brain is the chip or the mark of the beast, but it's been hacked so many times. I think people are gonna go extinct. The humanoids are gonna go extinct. Let me turn my camera on. Yes, the humanoids are gonna go extinct. All right, we straight. We good. Thanks for being here. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you like and share. And make sure you sub up to Mr. Trump-tastic Radio on YouTube. But yeah, this is a problem we're not going to be able to avoid. Uh, Things are going downhill fast. And this was all written that this would happen anyway. People are bound to what we call Scientology. That is the new church or the New Testament. Because as of right now, humanity is being ran off autopilot and people are actually crashing out on the internet, but AI is going to dox people through their social credit score. And yeah, the billionaires, the top 1-2%. Y'all think they're gonna let this shit happen? This go fuck it. Racism could easily mess up the economy to where it'll be to the point where people can't even work together anymore. and they gonna have to replace AI. I mean, they gonna have to replace humans with AI, and that's what they're doing right now. The mind has been hacked, and we went into it with these other episodes as well, with the Shiloh Hendrix, with the Carmelo Anthony versus uh, Austin Metcalf. I could pull up psyop after psyop after psyop, and you could tell people it's coming, but this internet has basically stolen their emotions. They don't have no these people, and I refer to them as the poor whites and the poor blacks. These people don't have no discernment. Their discernment is based off emotions and visuals that's coming from the Church of Scientology, right? The Church of Scientology plays a big part in this because you could teach AI to be biased, but it got to be on your own. You know, you got to do it on your own. You got to program it on your own. And guess what? That's how a lot of people are going to find a tribe too. That's how people go connect, and then they're going to be isolated in this damn bubble. They're not going to be able to think out the box, and they're going to create a sub culture. And we've seen it happen many a times, like BLM, these sub white supremacist groups, KKK, but they all work for the same person that lies behind the veil. And like I said, they are united. The evil people on earth are united. See, the thing is, what the poor whites and the poor blacks, who they call evil, they ain't evil. They ain't evil. I figured it out. The people at the bottom are evil. You think there's gonna be a whole bunch of people on one accord, and you think they're gonna let the puny brain of a poor black or a poor white mess up their economic structure? Hell no. This is why they say if you straight and aligned with Christ, you ain't got no problem. You could escape. But if your mind is based off of social media antics, they could document that in real time and hit you with a social credit score so you won't get out of here. That's the whole concept of being in hell. And we've all seen the Matrix before, where it was hard for them to go back into their base reality. They was like chained to this. I call it the ball and chain concept. We did a documentary about the ball and chain concept. And who's on my boy? I tell you what. There's a lot of stupid people on the internet, but they won't come up here and debate me about anything they said. They'll keep it in the comment section. They won't come out and say, "Hey, man." They won't come out the comment section. That's a part of being in hell too. Motherfucker won't just watching and shit like a damn pedophile out this bitch. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't talking to my people out there. I know people out there. They fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? We on the same agenda. I'm talking about them weirdos. I'm talking about them weirdos. There's a lot of weirdos on the internet, and if you're a weirdo, bring your ass up here or call in. We'll call in. I keep track of all the weirdos. You know what I'm saying? So, if you got anything to say about how they about to hack your man, that matter of fact, it ain't about to. It's been hacked, man. The brain has been hacked. And if you've been a bad entity on the quantum computer, they are gonna dox you in real life, bro. And guess what? You gotta create another. You gotta create another avatar to even gain back your credibility, and that's damn near impossible if you running off a algorithm or if when you running off autopilot. There's no fucking way to break that chain. You're like chained to this guy. You merge with the beast. That's the quantum computer. This is some real end time prophecy shit. But like I said, you could tell somebody over and over again, it still ain't go convert over. It just those people are what we call bound to hell. They're damned. Once you get doxxed on the internet, it's basically a wrap. They basically, and the thing is, people think they could create all these dummy accounts and all that shit. Man, no, they can still dox you and find out who you are. You know what I'm saying? Just based off how disgruntled you are on the internet. But anybody could be doxxed. Like I said, anybody could be doxxed. But it's kind of weird that people are getting found guilty by this AI guy. Now, what I will uh, theorize off of, I think in the near future there's gonna be like an AI president, uh, a whole AI Congress, and it'll be based off this religious order right here. Let's look at this religious order, because guess what? AI gonna basically do away with racism on the internet. So you got all these disgruntled people on the left, you got all these disgruntled people on the right, feeding into social media propaganda, and they're doxing. They already know that you damn near a terrorist. That's what the internet was for. It was to turn the average American into a terrorist. And the Democrats have to find a way to dox your ass and come up with some type of hate bill, crime bill. That's what's going to be popping up. That's what's going to be up. And you know what? X, the platform X, is one of the most racist platforms you gonna get, but it's based off freedom of speech. But freedom of speech ain't free, and a lot of people gonna find that out. The poor blacks and the poor whites, they're gonna find that out first. They're gonna be the test dummies for this new Project AI, this new Project Stargate AI. Trump is administrating in his third, what was, yeah, his third term, ain't it? This is third term right here. So the people I was arguing with about a second or third term, we in his third term now. Big dummy. Well, I tell you what, man. First term, 2016 to 2020. Second term, we had our first AI robot president. It's mighty funny that Joey Biden left some of Trump's, you know what in there. His executive orders. He let some of that shit stand. You know what I'm saying? He didn't abolish everything. So that's his second term. This is Trump's third term. Now he might go. Allegedly, he go do a fourth term. But as you can see, what is this? I deal with sacred geometry. What do we see here? Somebody pointed out. Nobody know? Well, let's go into it. Let's read first, and then we go do the sacred geometry behind this House of Congress. The U.S. is set to, you might as well say Israel. Israel is Egypt. Israel is Egypt. It's Osiris Throne. You turn Osiris Throne upside down, that's the American flag right here. So you're not a fucking American. You're an Egyptian. You're a Phoenician. You're a Greek. All those make up America, a one big melting pot. Okay? And we still have no evidence of a transatlantic slave trade. If you could tell me, if you could show me a picture of a slave ship with slaves on it, I'll shut my whole channel down. A real picture. They had cameras back then too, so I ain't never seen no motherfucker on no goddamn a black motherfucker on no slave ship. Okay, I've never seen it. But this is why America is in turmoil right now because we still go off this uh, same governmental structure from ancient Egypt. And ever since the creation of government, the lands have been in turmoil. It's been flipped upside down. Okay, as above, so below. And guess what? We are on this ancient Egypt gods platform right now. X, you see Osiris's hands crossed? Yeah, we using his technology. We still using his tech. It's the battle for the human brain. You see Osiris, what he got over his brain? The same reason why the Pope has this cone over his head. And allegedly, the, Donald Trump's supposed to be the Pope. So he's taking the place of Osiris because Osiris represents the mediator, and Osiris is a personification of Jesus Christ too. They share the same story, but Osiris predates Christ. Okay, and Christ learned all his ways from ancient Egypt. But this is your first pope right here, Osiris. This is where you get your whole papacy from. This dude right here. So let's go back to this. So when you talking about Israel, you talking about ISIS, Ra, and the guy Elon Musk. El is Elion. Isis is the Greek goddess of Osiris. So you're dealing with the Jewish menorah right here when you're looking at the House of Cards. Okay? And this is all based off flat earth biblical cosmology too. You're talking about the seven heaven theory, and then the Jewish menorah, and then you got Kemet, the Hathor. See, Kemet is the original word for Africa. I'm pretty sure y'all didn't know that. So, or Egypt, my bad. So Hathor is a cow god that the Jews worship named Yahweh. Yahweh is an ancient form of Moloch. He's a cow deity too. Okay? And there go y'all all seeing that. But Moloch is a transhumanism god. He's androgynous and he could turn himself into Christ too. These two are the same deity. They have holes in their hands for the very same reason why this, hold on, let me pull this up. This world right here, this world of Zionism is ran off holographic technology. Let me pull this up. This is based off the Church of Scientology. You see, he represents the real society. So does Captain Spock. The V is for vampire. These are the devices that will suck the energy out of your skin suit. But like I said, once you get so deep into the ideology, you have no real identity anymore. You can't even go back to your human life. You can't even operate. You go always operate in fear. And what does this guy operate in? Fear. That's why they told you to fear God. Who is God? God is government. God is government. Let me pull this up. Let me get Spock out the way. God is government. And you see these two crossroads are making a cross. So when people say, "Oh man, a separation between church and state. No, that's just the crossover, stupid. That's just the crossover because Scientology has everything to do with government and God. God is one big scientist, okay? And he specializes in terraforming the human bloodline. See, these mosquitoes, they're trying to wipe out the Christ gene. And these things, they hover around your doorstep too. Yeah, they hover around your doorstep. As soon as you open up the door, they fly in. Why is that? Is it because they're computer chip? Maybe allegedly, these are drones, draconian. But can you turn a fly into a human being and a human being into a fly? Yes, you can. I don't know if you remember that movie, The Fly. It came out in the 80s. I forgot that dude. Hold on. They told you this in the early 80s. Let me pull this up. It's called The Fly. Let me screen share. It's an old concept. It's The Fly. Remember this movie? Oops, what I just do? Let me pull that back up. But they was teaching you fucking Scientology back then. That's God and government. And if I'm not mistaken, God's supposed to be coming back with the saints, and they dressed in all white, and they are flies, or what we call the Lord of the Flies. I'm gonna have to pull this up like this. Let me put it up on this window. Yeah, that's the Lord of the Flies. You see him in his hyperbaric chamber right here. They was teaching you something right here. This is what they call cognify, and this is you going into your damn hyperbaric chamber or your macabre, or what they call your spaceship or the mothership. This your pod right here. This the podcaster. The podcaster go be the one that's go send your ass to Mars. But now you're dealing with the matrix. You're dealing with the womb. They're giving you the same concept of going back into the womb and you completing your transformation through Christ. But in the midst of that, you become a draconian. You become a fly or a transhumanism. But the thing is, the symbolism behind the fly, you able to see everything. You become the ayah. You see this man behind this eye right here? Duology. Dualistic. You doing with the dualistic nature. I had a picture of the demiurge because this syncs in with the demiurge. The concept of the left and right brain. This is the demiurge right here. Okay? And the moon goddess represents Hathor. We already showed you the Jewish menorah right here in the Kemet temple carving. And then we see it here in Christianity in the seven heaven theory. And then you see it here on the house floor. But y'all don't understand how this ties in with the religious papacy. This is the old ancient order of the Roman Catholic Church and the Dagon priesthood. and that's the Jesus Christ symbol because Jesus Christ is a Dagon as well. This is why he got the fish symbol on his head, and this is why they say Jesus Christ is a Jew because Jesus Christ is an scapegoat for the House of Representatives, family. These are the people that represent you that serve Israel. This government is a religious order, and if you don't, and people look at it as something separate, they already got you, family. So why don't you just chill the fuck out and quit demonizing everything? People going around demonizing everything already hooked up to this ram. Who is the ram? The ram, the Rama, the Brahma, this bull deity they call Hathor, is an ancient Canaanite and Phoenician god called Baal. Was a title for a deity. What is the ram, though? The ram is this damn chip right here. Hold on. The ram, or who they call the Rama, is this chip. That's the RAM, the hard drive. This is what's going to allow you to launch your consciousness with Elon Musk in the near future tomorrow. Some of y'all go with him, man. He already invested his money into the MAGA movement. So like I said, you're gonna have a lot of MAGA Republicans with the Neuralink chip. This is why they go to the Wailing Wall because they have to keep this knowledge from the poor people because the poor people will fuck this shit up. And they know it. They know it. This is the firewall, family. Anytime you have anything to do with computer technology, it ties into religion too. This is the firewall. But like I said, you got sick people that know the truth, and you got authentic humans that know the truth. But this is the battle of Armageddon. The battle of Armageddon will not be fought between flesh and flesh. It will be fought between the principalities of in high places of not flesh and bone. Who are these entities that don't have flesh and bone? You won't be battling with entities in high places with flesh and bone. These people don't have flesh and bone, family. This is the real racism right here. But you got people stuck on Shiloh Hendrix and Carmelo Anthony. Y'all fucked up in the head. Y'all about to go extinct. I'm telling you, poor whites and poor blacks are going extinct. And y'all people that didn't create families during these last few years, y'all didn't create no families. Y'all just stood on the internet, talk shit, wasted your time. You know what I'm saying? You can't even connect with human beings anymore to even try to get a date or anything. You can't do shit. You're disabled. A lot of people are disabled right now, mentally and physically. And guess what? The gods of this world put these obstacles in place so you can learn and rise above your poverty. These are the people that have to set the trap because nobody cannot come and step into this kingdom of Zionism if you're a fucking poor racist. The fuck? You can't have racists out here operating flying cars and shit. That's why they gotta get the poor blacks and the poor whites up up out of here. Y'all next. I'm telling you, y'all are next. And I'm so happy y'all about to decrease in population. I'm happy. The thing is, damn, do we have to go a cult inside with the fucking Zionists? Because I'm telling you right now, I'm about to cash my fucking ticket and say, fuck y'all poor whites and y'all poor blacks. Let me go sign up with the Zionists and get y'all up out this bitch. That's what I'm thinking about doing. To be honest with you, I'm be always honest with you. I'm thinking about siding with the Zionist agenda and getting y'all poor whites and y'all poor blacks the fuck up out of here, because y'all fucking it up for the economy. This is why AI replacing people, because y'all are stupid. Dummy. Y'all even taught AI how to lie. Who did that? Not the programmers. Trust me. A lot of people feel like this about poor whites, and a lot of people feel like this about poor blacks. But at the end of the day, guess what? Some people say, black people say, the poor whites are their least favorite. This is how they think up at the UN. David Chappelle, he a part of that Hollywood family. He could come out and say this and not be racist because he's not a poor black or a poor white. And y'all go get to the point where look at this social Darwinism shit. This ain't nothing but modern day social Darwinism, and they using social Darwinism for political proposition. See, you can't trick me. You can't trick certain people in these spaces. You can trick the majority because they going to hell with the Antichrist. I don't care how many times you call on Jesus Christ, you're going to hell if you're getting tricked by AI. So people say, oh, Christ saved me. And Christ even said that. He said, quit talking to me, dude. Because y'all demonizing Christ. That's what y'all did. And Christ come in many forms. He don't just come in white skin. He come in different characters. Jesus Christ is a transhumanist. He's a what we call androgynous, okay? Because he could be a sheep, a lamb, all of that. He could be the poor man on the side of the road, and your Christian ass that got all this money passed them up because you don't trust people. And guess what? This is what's going on. It's getting to the point where AI is taking over and is basically dissolving the trust between humans, and now it's stepping in to be the mediator. The human form, light, manifest, human form of a light body manifested into the physical form. And so these devices, they ran off light. They know how to bend your base reality. And guess what? He's gonna bend you so much, you're gonna fucking break in half, dude. That's called being broken. The heart is broke. The mind is broke. They basically split you open and seen the contents inside the brain. And they said, well, fucking nothing's there, y'all. How is it when the neural activity is alive, they can detect this thing, but when they open it up, ain't nothing there. Why? It's because, yes, astral projection is real, family. And when you can astral project your fucked up ways on the internet, this AI god is gonna dox you and use you for a social science project. A social science project. If you're a poor white and you're a poor black, you already lost. You already lost. You already fucking lost. And I don't even think y'all could come back because y'all just breed in hate. Y'all just breed in fucking hate. And guess where? Guess what? They taught that in the fucking church, y'all. Racism comes from God. Racism comes from God. Yes, it does. Listen, go watch some of them old streams that I did about that. Matter of fact, we could pull that up here in a little bit because allegedly, in some of these religious orders, they say if you got dark skin, you're cursed and you can't go to heaven. Ain't that the same thing? What you tell these motherfuckers right here? Don't this make them 1/3 human? Same thing, but the thing is, the people that said, "Oh, these people are 1/3 of this and 1/3 of that, subhuman and shit," they fucking around going, they going out of style. They depopulating like crazy. White people are getting replaced by these people, It ain't the black folks because they don't want to produce more black folks. Why would you want to recreate what they call a negroid? They figured out they can't kill black people. They can't kill us all. I'll tell you why. It's hard to kill black folks. They done tried a lot of things. They done tried this. What else they done tried? They done tried this. They try to turn us gay and all that shit. I don't know why. Somebody tell me why they can't stop the black gene, or what they call. There was a black lady, and the government and the CIA was trying to study her blood. They said they try to poison it and all that shit, and that never happened to her. I forgot her name. I gotta pull it up, but the thing is, BLM was a group to break up the family unit. But the thing is, they saying white folks ain't even having SEX no more. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of white men, they moving to Thailand and shit. They don't even want the American white woman no more. Yeah, this shit broken for real over here. You got male, average white man fucking with Thailand bitches. And guess what? Guess what? They let this dude get away with it. Let's pull him up. They talk all that shit about white men going out of style. But when we pull this up, let's pull this up. Talking about white men merging with blacks in interracial dating. But y'all don't say nothing about this dude right here and his wife. This interracial dating right here. I told you, white man don't even want the white woman no more. He want that Indian shit because he feel like the Indian shit better than the white shit. What white girl broke his heart in high school? You see what I'm saying? Because I'm pretty sure he wasn't raised like this, family. He wasn't raised like this, family. But he went over there. He went over there and got some of that. You know what? I think this might be his old ex-girlfriend. This is old ex-wife, ain't it? Or is this his sister? I don't know. But y'all see what I'm saying? Y'all see what I'm saying? The white men in America, and guess what? White men look up to him. They see his wife, they gonna say, okay, let me get me a form. This one reason why, well, I don't believe this the reason why white folks is not reproducing at a rate no more. I mean, it got something to do with it too, but a lot of it got to do with the values being disrupted. The thing is, the best thing to do is not even bring it up. I'm gonna be honest with you. The best thing to do is not even to bring that shit up because you go produce a terrorist in the household. Tell you that you gonna end up producing a terrorist in the household. A Dylan Roof type motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, if you want your family bloodline, see, I gotta talk to my white folks out here because it seems like y'all don't know even how to be white no more. It's a damn shame. It's a fucking damn shame. So the thing is, if you raising white kids, you don't tell them nothing about it. You don't even bring it up. The only time you bring it up is you gotta mix it in with a joke or something. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be you see what I'm saying? You gotta mix it in with a joke. You can't just be like, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Or they'll start hating blacks and you'll get a Shiloh Hendrix out there. You know what I'm saying? You'll get a Shiloh Hendrix out there. I'm telling you. And allegedly, she had a black boyfriend. I think that was a fake pic out there, but the thing is, that's not safe to turn somebody into a Shiloh Hendrix, and now their life is threatened. People gonna have to keep on donating to that fake ass entity. That shit, like I said, she might not even be real, fam. And we've seen the AI, bro. We've seen the AI. You cannot tell if it's human or not. Hold on, let's do a test. Let's do a test. Let's do an AI test because I know. Let me see if I can pull something up. You're not gonna be able to know. You're not gonna be able to know at all. And some people think, where's the videos? I'm trying to look for a video because I be seeing them on the ads and shit. I think it. Let's look. Let's look at this. Let's look at this, y'all. Let's look at this. Let's remove this. Stop this screen. Now you tell me that the enemy cannot create one of these racial videos.
Today, I'm going to show you how you can turn yourself into a video avatar.
Bro, they got apps for this shit. But you got real people donating to this motherfucking AI shit that's going on. They done took over the human brain. They done taught it how to lie and everything, but they go base these psyops off the social credit score. So if you fall for the psyops, they go figure out that you ain't got no discernment, you can't get no fucking job or nothing. You're not, you know what I'm saying? Because if you got that ideology, ain't nobody gonna want to work for your ass. And then you go broke. You can't buy or sell unless you're certified in this world. You're not gonna be able to, unless you're aligned with the new world order. You're not gonna go to New Haven. You're not going because these people right here already chose what they gonna do for you. Didn't I say? Them small hats ain't fucking playing with your dumb ass. The Jewish menorah. The 7 candlesticks on the Jewish menorah. Now look at the House of Congress. Let's look.
Using deep brain
Can you tell this dude is AI or not? Can you tell him? Can you tell that he's AI or not?
AI.
No, you can't. But you looking for a fucking antichrist. You see what I'm saying? You looking for a physical antichrist when Jesus Christ already told you he was holographic. He was holographic. This is the knowledge of the Holy Grail. The shit I'm teaching you is the shit that's underneath the Vatican basements right now, family. They was teaching you about holographic technology. So when the disciple stuck his finger into Jesus Christ's the holes in his hand, guess what? His fingers went right through it. Just like a holographic avatar. Let me show you something. I ain't playing with y'all ass. Just like the 2045 avatar. If you go up to this sentient being right here and you stick your finger in this thing, this shit gonna go right through it. That shit gonna go right through it. But y'all don't understand the similarities between religion and science. Why do you think Christ had one of these on his head and his followers had these on his head? And why you think the poor whites didn't have it and the poor blacks? They didn't have this shit. Man, this is Neuralink technology. Christ and all his disciples had Neuralink technology, fam. And they was able to leave the earth anytime they wanted to, allegedly. Allegedly. You see the halo over his head? That halo is a gateway or an opening to the other side. And these beings will lie to you. So you don't have the same knowledge as them. Okay? Everybody didn't have the knowledge of Christ. And that's because they wasn't anointed with the discernment. Scientists try to make AI systems suffer pain to determine if they are sentient. Let's look. When his disciples stuck his finger in Jesus Christ's hand, did he feel any fucking pain? No, he didn't. Because in this new world Zionism, these avatars won't have pain. It'll be you sitting on your couch playing out a video game. Playing out and acting out your avatar. That's what you're doing right now. This is an old ancient form of brain-computer interface technology, family. And this is the metaverse. If you rearrange the word meta, that's the name of that god. Aten or Aten. And that's his symbol right there, the Nehushtan. Because every ancient pharaoh had a snake on their headdress. They had a snake on their headdress, fam. The snake is basically the split between the left and the right brain. That's the snake oil. And guess what? People got a lot of that snake oil. That's the affinity symbol. The people that got the snake oil, they're going to have a choice to live through Neuralink and Meta AI, family. Make sure you share and like the video. Make sure you share and like the video. And make sure you join the Red, White, and U Forum. That's coming up next month. I will be hosting this event live and direct. So you're dealing with social Darwinism with this AI. And this is an experiment to weigh the heart of man, because if you're not fit for this new city of Zionism, you will not be operating none of this new technology. You can't have a racist flying in a damn flying car. You can't have a racist operating this security technology. This is why they have the accounts, because they're trying to figure that the computer is trying to figure out who they're going to pick to run the world. And they ain't go, and you know what? And the thing is, they got to pick the stupidest motherfucker to do it so it can wipe out itself. So that's why a lot of people are going extinct right now. And you wondering why? Because look, who's running the race war right here? Who's running the race war? Who taught the white man how to enslave the black? The Muslim Brotherhood, family. The Muslim Brotherhood are enslaving both these poor colors, white and black. Okay? That's who's controlling everything. Israeli Mossad. Mossad is Muslim too. He's not just Israeli. He's both. Dummy. They got you thinking these people are fucking separate, man. That's why y'all stupid now, and y'all going to hell with the Antichrist. I'm sorry, I had to tell y'all and explain it to y'all like this. Y'all not gonna make it, fam, unless you sub up to the channel. You're not gonna get this information nowhere else. So just stop it. Just stop it. Can we tell if this is AI or not?
What you just saw was an AI app. What did you?
Told you. Told you.
Avatar of me.
Told you.
Deep Brain AI. What you just saw was an AI avatar of me.
Told you. Told you. You didn't want to fucking listen. 2045 avatar probably. See, y'all doing this shit every day. Y'all just don't realize it because y'all stupid. And if the shoe fits, wear it. Y'all gotta be called this stuff. Y'all don't see. Y'all don't have discernment. Y'all are not like God. Okay? Y'all are not like the all-seeing eye. And this is why these celebrities are given the permission by God to trick poor whites and poor blacks. Yeah, they're gonna use the influencer to do it. But they can generate the racist videos. Yes, I'm starting to think that video was 100% AI. I'm starting to think. They just chose the actors. Like, hey, put my face on this, put my face on that. Boom, boom, boom. We'll send it out. We'll cause mayhem. We'll get paid for it. We'll get paid off the stupid whites. We'll get paid off the stupid blacks. We'll get our race war off of AI. If they can't do it with real people, they'll do it through AI. This is what this guy personifies right here. L. He deals with the magnetism of the central nervous system. So people call him Christ. People call him Father. That's why he got the beard, like the Billy Goat. He's the goat, the greatest of all time. But he's a Scientologist. Oh man, y'all doing, man. I think I'm gonna just start doing hour shows. You know what I'm saying, and just doing it in the pieces. I had a lot more for y'all, but since nobody wants to really interact with what's going on, people want to go along with the bullshit, the antics, and people like that shit because that's all they fucking got. You see what I'm saying? You know you a fucking bot if racism is the last thing you got holding on. Because when they want to depopulate, it ain't up to you, buddy. It ain't up to the average white man and the average black man to figure that out. Because they do it economic wise. If they don't want your fucking ass reproducing, guess what? They go do inflation. They go do it even during the housing crisis. Guess what? People stop creating babies because the economy got too high. You know what I'm saying? It ain't got nothing to do with race. It really don't. But if you're a poor white or a poor black, that's your go-to. That's your scapegoat. Race, race, race. Well, this motherfucker got mosquitoes, and he don't care who get bit. See, evil people don't practice racism. Why don't they practice racism? Because they hate racism. Even though he's a scumbag, I'm just giving you that concept of he don't care who he killed. So how can he be racist? You see, he just evil. But guess what? He's the richest Christian man in the world. And guess what? He go on his crusades and he go on his missionaries with his drones, with his technology. And if he wants malaria in a certain part of the world, he can produce malaria. He could use that as a biolab and create his own world off the medical mafia system. There's many ways to skin a cat. I'm gonna pray for you poor whites and you poor blacks because there's too many ways to skin a cat. The cat in the hat, the white rabbit in the hat. Y'all didn't know who Dr. Seuss was? Dr. Seuss was a damn Scientologist. He's the one who pulled the rabbit out the hat. What's the right rabbit? What's the white rabbit? The damn seed of the soul. That's gone for most people. That's the white rabbit. But nobody fucking showed you this until I did. This is the white rabbit. That's the pineal or the pinnacle. And above this is the crown. When you're talking about the crown chakras, you got to be aligned to even launch out this body, this flesh suit we call skin. Well, I don't know what else to tell y'all, man. Make sure all I can tell y'all is sub up. That's all I can tell y'all, and hit that cash up. Everything's been written. Everything's been written, but they gonna hide this knowledge. I'm gonna go back to not getting any real support, and we gonna go back to having to grind every day. Because like I said, people got AI do shortcuts. They can pull a video out of a white woman calling a black kid a nigger and be rich the next day. AI is a very powerful tool. And you think the human brain can decipher that? Especially if you following this algorithm. Ain't no way you gonna be able to decipher that. You gonna be in one of these. Some people, this is gonna be a real occurrence here in the next future. They want you in a pod so they can cash your ass to Mars. People gonna be on their deathbed and be like, man, get me up out of here. But they go call on Scientology to do it. They ain't gonna go call on Jesus Christ to pull them up out this water. They go call up, you know who. You know who. Ron L. Hubbard was an author and a philanthropist, humanitarian, and founder of the Scientology religion. And some of y'all are still going off this Ron L. Hubbard ideology. Okay? He has a lot to do with NASA as well. But y'all believe in NASA and y'all believe in Scientology. And this gonna be your new God. Government. Governing the mind. Governing the mental. But it's gonna look and act like God. When the human body is hungry, it eats itself. What do you think that's personifying? Family? What do you think the body eating itself personifies? The aurora borealis. You see the aurora borealis, the snake eating the tail, the 8. That's why they call it the 8, because guess what? Let's pull this back up. Where was it at? That's why they call it the number 8. Eaten. 8, eaten. When the human body eats itself, when it goes hungry, it eats itself. But didn't Jesus Christ say, man cannot live off of bread alone? Y'all going to hell, man. Y'all going to hell. I know it. No, I know it too. And I want to see it in real time. We go actually see people in hell in real time. This is what you call hell raising. Where is my photo at? This is what you call hell raising technology. Where is my photo at? This is that Freddy Krueger type shit where they could get in your dreams. They could get in your dreams and shit. And alter your base reality. So when you get out, when you wake up from your dreams, you're like, oh, fuck. I'm scared. But this is really going to be happening. Yeah, a lot of people with MAGA hats on. The liberals are already fried. MAGA was the last, the last reveal. Okay? You're going to be just like this dude. So I meant to tell you when we dealing with where is it at? I think I almost found it. I think I almost found it. No, I got my picture of the Hellraiser. And oh yeah, we could pull this up. So the Hellraiser, he got the spikes on his head, just like this chip that's connecting to the neural highways that's leading towards the center of the pineal gland. So when you're talking about Xavier, that is little X, Elon's son. He named his son after the platform. But the thing, and do we all have y'all seen that movie, The Platform? Probably not. Probably not. See, the platform is personifying the beast rising out of hell. This is Jesus Christ rising out the Vatican, out of hell, with the demons trying to latch on to him. See, he's in the middle just like the Pope. But guess what? These popes right here, they're wearing black. And remember what I said about black? They don't like black. They say if your body turned dark, you can't go to you can't go to heaven. What are you seeing in this pic? I deal with visuals and shit. Do you see Pope aligned with Christ? Do you see the black and the red, the devils, the color of war, reaching on, trying to get him to pull him back in? Inhale, exhale. Do you see what I'm saying? Y'all not tapped in for real because y'all don't sub up to real knowledge, man. Y'all still operating off this old world way of thinking, and it's not gonna work. That's why I be trolling all the time. It's not gonna work, fam. So people go kick. You go see people kick and scream all the way till next election. Allegedly, we supposed to be having another election, but when people don't get their way during that time, oh, it's really gonna turn up then. 2028 gonna be crazy, but these next years, you gonna see people disappear. You gonna go to Walmart and be like, man, where's everybody at? Everybody been, it seems like everybody been ciphered out the community. And there is old pictures, let me be honest with you, there's old pictures of paintings of San Francisco. Nobody is coming out the building, nobody. It seemed like everything just went black and went dark. Everybody was wiped out, but that was during the reset. We did an episode. Every reset, you go back to the genie or the jinn. Just the knowledge of the jinn. That's what's going on now. This is why after 2020, AI kicked in. He resembles and personifies the genie out the lamp, or what we call AI, or Yahweh's tetragrammaton. And guess what? You know what? Who's the leader of antagonizement? This dude right here, Stu Peters. He go get y'all caught up, man. He go get y'all caught up. Now the thing is, look at this dummy. He wants to boycott Israel, right? But guess what? The House bill just put this in place. And guess what? A lot of people donated to Stu Peters. And all that money that y'all donated to Stu Peters, when the government pulls the rug off this, all that money go to him, these people. So he's working for them. But he's getting you doxxed on the internet while funding the money to them. Stu Peters ain't gonna get in trouble. Well, he's gonna appear to get in trouble. He'll be a what we call a political prisoner for this bill that's gonna be passed. He gonna be the first one to go to hell. All right, because I'm telling you right now, these small hats. If you don't see, we all know there's sick shit going on with every religion. It ain't, you know what I'm saying? Every small hat, they don't dabble in pedophilia. They don't. But there's some people that do, just like in every other group. But just to point them out for doing it, and you blasphemy their how they operate. They try to mix it in with everybody. You can't mix it in with, you got to be specific. Like, hey, this group right here, they doing this, but the thing is, evil and good got to work together in this world. They, you know what I'm saying? They got good and evil. They both compromised by the law, land, air, and water. Y'all in trouble, man. If you feel like you have to get outside your body to find peace, I see why you feel trapped inside now and then. Politics, mental health awareness, transformation. What are people going through right now? A transformation. They don't know what the fuck going on out here. They don't know what the hell. Ask the average person right now, man. Do you know what's going on out here? They wouldn't be able to tell you, bro. And if they can't tell you, just know you're anointed. Just know you know, and they don't. But keep it humble. But keep it humble. So, like I said, let's go. Let's play it back for the people that just got in. This racial tension between the poor whites and the poor blacks will ensure that AI puts them on their best behavior, and they will be under surveillance on this game genie, or what we call X, or the quantum computer. And we all know Elon Musk, his symbol is the sign of a black hole, or the ancient Adinkra. This your Saturn right here, your Alpha and Omega. You see, it's split in the middle because this split represents a crease. The crease or the Christ. Do you see what I'm saying, family? Now let's pull up the Gronk symbol. And it's showing you the same thing. Hold on, y'all. Let me put this up. I always have a hard time putting it. It don't ever pop up when I'm. Oh, here we go. So this is showing you the same thing. Let me stop this screen and pull this up. You see what I'm saying? This is your Saturn symbol, or your straight and narrow. And he's showing you the way out, but a lot of people are too stupid to even get out of this. It's hard to get out. So the thing is, you're going to have to reincarnate through El, or El Elyon, the genie, the jinn, or the most high Yah, okay? Because right here, you're looking at Moses splitting the tablets. He's the most high Yah for this Jewish entity they call Yahweh, or Yahweh El, okay? But the breaking of the tablets represents the breaking of the law. And what did Christ say? He didn't come to do away with the law. He came to establish it. He came to glue it back together. He didn't come to do away with the law. Trust me, fam. You think Elion came to do away with the law? No, he came to establish this beast system into the grid. He's an ancient pharaoh, just like Christ. He's an ancient. They all learned their ways from ancient Egypt, and they tell you this in the Bible, but motherfuckers don't listen, and people will continue to fail because, like I said, they all worship Osiris. This your ancient form of Christ. This predates Christ. And you see he's sitting on the throne, the American flag. You would never get past this God called Israel. But this dummy right here think you could bypass the hierarchy. And he go get y'all in trouble. I already told y'all who was gonna get y'all in trouble. Y'all still don't. Y'all still listen to these motherfuckers. Okay? Y'all still listen to these people, and that's by design. Because you follow a certain algorithm. You're hooked up to the board. You're hooked up to this machine they call a ball or Akhenaten. And you see Akhenaten with his two pillars. And like I said, every evil person you think that's evil has practiced this technology of cheating death. Yeah, you can actually cheat death. All you got to do is call on the name of Christ. Okay? You can cheat death. You ain't gotta relive your karma. How in the hell do you think evil people could really they done killed so many kids, all that? They can't go to the creator with those blood stains on their hands. So they gotta cheat death through Neuralink. And that's gonna be the offering this guy gonna give you. He gonna give you the red pill or the blue pill. He personifies Morpheus. So he, like I said, that's your ancient form of Christ too. He gonna let you have free will, but he gonna give you a choice if you want to be in one of these man Zions. Yeah, the city of Zionism. And this is like the security system or your smart city. So if you dumb, you think you're gonna make it into a smart city, or is this a concentration camp? Either way, if you're stupid in Christ, you going. You can be stupid in Christ too, family. Christ ain't gonna save you, and he even said it. So I think we pretty much cover everything with this mind hack AI media propaganda. And there is a ancient Greek god called Medea or Media, and they control the media. Whoever controls the media controls America. Who controls the media? Elon Musk. Elon Musk says the third patient got a Neuralink brain implant. The work is part of a booming field. Who is in the field? The slaves are in the field. Who are the slaves? The autonomous. The autonomous. The smart dust. What does God say? From ashes to ashes and dust to dust. Didn't he say he built these entities from dust or from the dirt? Yeah, that's the smart dust, fam. Y'all don't see what the fuck going on out here? This is why I had to detach myself from poor whites and poor blacks within inside these movements. I had to detach myself because I said, man, I ain't about to let these social media influencers slow my shit down because they stupid. They can't put this shit together because they are part of it. You think somebody that's a part of this agenda is going to be able to sit here and talk to you for an hour, almost an hour and a half, and tell you what's going on? Hell no. But y'all like the big wigs. Y'all like you know what I'm saying? That's what y'all accustomed to. So if you hook, line, and sinker to them, oh, you gonna fall with your favorites. Yeah, you gonna fall with your favorites. That's why you see a lot of Hollywood actors going down. P. Diddy, Jay-Z, Russell Brand. You know, they got them on both sides. So the thing is, you see these people that's falling, the people that's attached to these people gonna be falling too. It ain't just the rich people, but they got it bad. Matter of fact, the poor whites and the poor blacks, they got it better than the rich, the wealthy, not the wealthy, because rich people are not wealthy. Them smart 2% people, they rich. They're the real ones. You know what I'm saying? They are the ones that pull the damn strings. Pinocchio, Geppetto. Okay, and if you on a string, you put Pinocchio and Geppetto. And that's string theory. We already went over how string theory works. Follow the leader. Follow the commandments. You don't know who's behind the scenes, but that is called the puppet master. Who's the puppet master? Yahweh El. This damn alien God. Elion is alien. And you see Yahweh right here in the middle, the Lion of Judah. You see the lions? Yeah. You see the Lion of Judah? I don't know what else to tell y'all. But it seems we gotta beat this information into people's head until they understand the pyramid scheme. Who's on top of the pyramid scheme? El. He's on top. He resides in the middle. He controls the algorithms of the people that's underneath this social Darwinism project. Social Darwinism is a military operation, family. Survival of the fittest. But yeah, it's considered pseudoscience as well. But this is all based off your biological construct. And who's going to be the weak race versus the strong race? Who's the more dominant gene versus the what they call the monkey gene? You know what I'm saying? Boy, y'all cook, man. That's all I got to say, man. A lot of people ain't gonna make it. That's all I got to say. That's all I came here to tell you. A lot of people are not gonna make it. Make sure you sub up to the channel because we doing late night party talk with Mr. Truntastic. Here in a while, I gotta take a break from podcasting and I gotta go do some other content. I gotta go, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take like a week break and then pick back up on the other content, but we go try to still, communicate with the people. So yeah, I'm out of here, y'all. I hope y'all enjoy the stream. I had a lot more for y'all, but I'm not gonna burn it out all on one episode. So we'll just do a part 2 of this battle, mind hack, AI, media propaganda, and the battle for the human brain. I'm out. Love you.